Hello everyone, welcome to Small Woodlot. Well, today I'm going to try something. I'm going to take a piece of firewood, see if I can make a good project board out of it, make some scales out of it, or a spatula or something like that. Let me show you what I'm working with. I believe this is a chunk of cherry. We shall soon find out. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that took me about 15-20 minutes of work time to take a chunk of firewood that I believe is cherry and mill a little project board out of. Here, let me show you what I did. I heated it up and I burned it a little bit when I was cutting it. But this piece of wood here was right in here. All right. Cut it on the table saw, which is a 10-inch 13 amp Harbor or Hobo Freight special. I ran it through central machinery surface planer, all four sides. How square it is, I don't know, but it'd be good enough for what I want to do with it. So these are two Harbor Freight pieces of equipment that I got for free. I'm putting to use finally. And today I'm just playing around a little bit. So let's see what we come up with. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, well, that's about all the sunlight I have for playing outside today. But what do I have now accomplished? Well, one, I have two knife blanks out of an edger blade. Yeah, I just did this on the porta band by hand, not clamped in a vise or anything, just fire it up on the table and go for it. I got believe this is cherry. And I just wiped it down with a little bit of vegetable oil just to slow its drying a little bit, not a whole lot. I got a lot of work to do on it yet to make knife scales and a sheath for these. One of these I think I'm going to make a marking knife out of. Or maybe I'll make a marking knife on one end and two scabbards, one for the marking end knife edge and one for the regular utility knife. I've got from Rockler, I stopped off, and out of their cutoff bin, I got some African zebra wood. I believe this may be a little bit more of that zebra wood in a different cut form. Three pieces of that. This to me looks like a piece of maple. Okay. And this is more so for my daughter to make hairpins out of. Not sure what this is. Anybody knows what species of wood this is? Let me know. I think this is African bloodwood. I got a couple little shims of that. I'm not quite sure what this block is either. But it was a decent sized block. I figured I could do something with it. Same with these other two. These are much lighter in weight, but they have some beautiful grain to this one. And this one here just looks like it might be just filler wood for making scabbards and stuff. Maybe pinching this between a couple pieces of this like so in a sandwich form. That's what I've done. Hold on a moment. My little friends here wanted to say hello, so hold on. Say hello, yo. Yeah, nice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was about an hour's worth of work to make down this, the blank of wood from firewood. This piece here. Okay, surface planing it, ripping it out of the log. And all I used was my Harbor Freight table saw, 10-inch table saw, 13 amp, and my Harbor Freight surface planer that I ended up repairing, that I had gotten for free, and I ended up having to repair, which was no problem. And it seems to be working good because this board, I think, came out beautiful. But in the future, my plans are 2 knives out of an edger blade, maybe mill this into some stock for my daughter to make hairpins out of. Same with this piece. And this also might end up also being some filler wood for the scales of a knife. Scales of knife. Possibly highlights to something else. Oh yeah. Wes, I gotta tell you, I'm coming after you. I'm making a mallet just for you. Have a good day, everybody.